So I was racing 4 events that year, or competing in 4 events. So rally, they started off X Games with rally.
Yeah.
And they did 3 days of us rallying through the mountains in Central California. So I was flying helicopter back and forth between practice and up there doing press, doing 4 different events, which during the 4 days is a lot.
Yeah.
But that moment, and I never wanted to strangle a reporter quite as much as that day when this lady kept going up to my mom. Your son could die today. How's that make
Oh
you feel?
my
And my mom's
God.
bawling. I'm like, dude, why would you? And it all worked out to that moment that was able to translate on television to where everyone understood what was at stake.
I can't even give you enough credit for, like, you're very humble and modest in your NASCAR adventures, right? But I think that you've been successful at that, even though statistics, right, they might say different. Right?
Facts might tell you differently.
But like, you have been successful literally in everything you've done. And for you to like be somebody that you can pull for and be successful, like in Daytona, whether it be a race car, a dirt bike, or whatever, the rally car, like you have the most, I think, raw talent. Like we talk about just guys that drive something fast. Like you're on that list of, I don't
We've
even
talked
know.
about Cletus a lot.
Talk about Cletus a lot.
And his
Everyone
transfer over.
gives Cletus a hard time, dude.
Yeah.
Cletus jumped into an airplane race and won it. Jumped into a boat, like one of those, and he's on the podium. I think he got second.
That was wild.
Yeah, the big wheels.
He just goes. And Biffle actually jumped passenger, which that was.
What has Cletus leaned on you at all?
No,
Has
honestly,
he called you? Because you have the NASCAR experience, right? And he had a hard time.
he's got a lot more of you guys that he can lean on for sure for NASCAR experience. But Cletus reopened my eyes to kind of going down the YouTube route a little bit. I always made fun of YouTubers and social media people, and I was like, that's not real racing. And then
Now look at you.
Yeah, right down. Dude, Street Bike Tommy last night was, hey, I'm trying to get my TikTok online. I'm like, that's something I never thought Street Bike Tommy would ever say.
Yeah, go get your channel 199 subscription. Thank you very much.
No, I appreciate you, but no, but at the end of even podcasts and whatever you're doing, Cletus is having fun with his best friends and with his family. Like if anyone's done it fairly well through racing, like, I mean, not to be that guy, but I've done a pretty good job, I feel, of surrounding myself with people I want to hang out with on a daily basis, doing stuff that makes me truly happy with my wife, with my kids, with my best friends. And still, I'm like an amateur compared to Cletus McFarland. This guy starts a track, puts everything into it, gets this a group of fans, of followers, of guys that just want to see him succeed or want to live life vicariously through him. And he's good because every single day, like every NASCAR driver, this guy is driving, he's flying, he's building cars, he's working on something, he's living his dream. And I feel like a lot of people hate on anyone that really is living their dream or the dream they want to live. But
there's
a lot of work to
there. There's jealousy there. Nobody's going to go on social media and give you a compliment.
Yeah,
we were in the carbon shop scoping it out, and Carl Edwards is back behind the cameras. I was telling a story. Carl, would you mind coming in and telling the story? Okay, I don't want to tell it for you. Sit in my chair. Sit in my chair.
Dude, all right.
Yeah, hey, I got you, man.
Okay, thank you, brother.
He left you hanging.
So I got to be your teammate. What years were you at Roush?
It's basically 12 and 13, I believe.
Okay. And so Pastrana comes in, and it's like, yeah, you can jump a motorcycle, you're a wild man, you can do all this. But NASCAR driving is different. You got to really finesse these things. So there was a day, and we were talking. I remember your mom was there because your mom was so cool. And somebody came down and said, hey, Carl, will you hop in Travis's car? We're at Atlanta. You're pretty good at Atlanta. He's struggling. And I think about this all the time when people bring you up. I got in this car, and I'm thinking, I'm going to really lay one down. This is going to be good. 3 real good laps. Got out is the same exact speed you were going. And I thought, damn, Travis Pastrana can drive a race car.
And the funny thing about this was that my recollection of that, when you got out, I saw the times, the overlay, and they were like really, really close. Now, I've been driving that car all day. You jump in from Cup Car, and I look at Carl's like, it's like, that's pretty good, right? He goes, well, I mean, if you're going to make it in the sport, every driver, if you're given the same machine, should go about the same speed. And that's the biggest compliment that he gave me that day. So I'm glad that you had a similar thought process to what I was having when it was close.
Well, I just think it's important. Everybody knows, I think everyone can see, just like you were just saying, your love for the sport, your love for people, all that shines through. But I just need to let NASCAR fans know, dude can drive a race car for real. And that, I think, is important for people to know.
Well, and sincerely appreciate it. I think, not to But
y'all keep
but
digging.
why? So the really interesting thing is I learned that my true talent is being able to take risks where other people are not willing to do that. When in doubt, throttle out is always with dirt bikes. You can
Right.
always, even if something's going bad, you can come into the corner a little bit faster. So I learned a lot from you, from Biff, from Stenhouse, from Scott Speed even, who jumped over.
Right.
And Scott's like, if this is where your breaking point is and you know you can't break further than this, how come every time you're behind, you charge in harder?
Ah,
And
that's
it's-
beautiful.
you
Yeah.
know, it makes so much sense on paper,
Right.
but I'm like, because you're going faster, I'm trying to catch up. So
Hmm.
pavement does not reward aggression
Right.
as much as the sports that I'm. So in rally, you're on a cliff, you got a 100-foot cliff on one side, you got a
So
tree on the other side, drainage ditch, snowing, whatever's going on, and you got to pretend that all of those obstacles are cones. And if it was all cones, the chances are there was a lot of people that would be as good or better, like
Right.
there
Yes.
is in,
Yep.
in NASCAR.
Yep.
But my skill set is being able to trust my co-driver,
Yep.
great people around you, great equipment. The equipment's going to do its job. The co-driver nailed the notes. My job is to drive this as though all those trees and all those cliffs are cones.
Mm.
In NASCAR, you guys progressively get better and better and better the whole time. I turned my fastest time on lap 3.
You realize that he just said that 100-foot cliff, a tree going by at 120 miles an hour. He can actually imagine
It's
they're
a
just
cone.
little cones, no problem. That is a skill set, and it is neat to know. Somebody said early in my career, they said, "Hey, overdriving, the things you do, the risk." They said you can always slow a guy down. You can't speed a guy up. So I'd say you did it perfectly, man.
I appreciate
All right.
the comments.
Good to be able to share that
Yeah.
story.